Overwhelmed by the forces of House Wolffort, Aesfrost's troops are scattered and driven from the Crown City. Glenbrook, at
Hello,
last,
everyone.
is free.
RBG Kingdom Kid here, back with some more triangle strategy.
Several days
In the previous
after
video,
this
we
battle, Queen
fought
Cordelia announces her intent to abdicate the throne and make way
Valera
for
and
another.
such. She's basically explaining what we all did in the last video.
Glenbrook, his face no longer hidden from the world, will take his rightful place at the seat of power. With the prince's friends having only just finished grieving his death, and his enemies having only just finished toasting to it, this news shocks the foundations not only of Glenbrook, but of Norzelia itself. Prince Roland has proven his pedigree by storming the walls of Whiteholm and routing his enemies, delivering his sister to safety in the process. The prince becomes king, and condemns the schemes of Gustadolf, making known Aesfrost's plot to usurp the throne. However, the people's reaction to this news is not quite a chorus of approval. It is plain that the ravages of war and the shame of subjugation have left an indelible mark on the once prosperous nation. Although the battle for Glenbrook is behind them, Serenoa and the rest of the city's liberators must make ready for a struggle of an entirely different sort.
Glory shall find you.
Congratulations on returning to your rightful throne, King Roland.
Ah, you've returned. My friend, a word.
Yes.
I am honored to have had you by my side on this journey. To be able to call you friend.
As am I, Roland.
Your Majesty, representatives from Hyzante have arrived.
We shan't make undue demands of your time, King Roland. We've simply come to say farewell.
Without your aid, my people would still be under Aesfrost's iron rule. Glenbrook owes you a debt of gratitude.
Consider the debt paid. The knowledge we gleaned of Elfric's capabilities was more than worth our troubles.
Indeed, it surpassed my every expectation. The Holy One is sure to be pleased with the results.
Your Majesty, can we trust you to lift the embargo and keep Aesfrost subdued?
Of course. Lord Wolffort has promised his full cooperation in that regard.
Your Majesty, lest you misunderstand your friend's position, allow me to make one matter abundantly clear. Minister Serenoa is of the Saintly Seven. He is not to serve at your whims, but by the grace of the Hierophant.
I understand, but he is also a Lord of Glenbrook. More importantly, he is my friend. As such, I would ask for his assistance in the days ahead, as I have in days past.
Your Majesty, it is plain that the friendship between you two runs deep. However, the rules of politics are old and immutable.
And what does the Lord himself think of his new position?
Of course, I am grateful for the honor Hyzante has bestowed upon me. I will do all in my power to serve both the Hierophant and King Roland with all faithfulness.
In other words, the Hierophant does not have your full loyalty.
Well,
Glenbrook and Hyzante are to be two nations united in purpose. Surely it is reasonable that Lord Serenoa acts in service to both? Perhaps King Roland and the Hierophant should discuss my lord's role together.
You are right, of course. It is not our place to assume the goddess's intent.
Very well.
I
hope
hate
to
this.
meet with
I
the
hate
Holy
that about
One
the
as soon as my
Switch. That's
duties
like, it
allow.
just goes into black mode without it being played for like, what? Without you moving the controller for like 5 minutes or something like that.
I expect busy days ahead for you, Serenoa. Be prepared.
Certainly, Your Majesty.
Milo shall stay in Glenbrook for the time being. If there is aught she can assist you with, consider her at your complete disposal. Remember, Milo, that you are the symbol of friendship between our two nations.
But of course, I live to serve, Minister.
And with that, we shall take our leave.
May we meet again soon.
I still don't trust these guys. Fuck them.
They leave us with a spy. It seems we still haven't won their trust entirely.
Whatever secrets they uncover will only attest to our commitment to the friendship between us.
Still, their actions speak volumes. Their aid has not come without expectation of just recompense. Already, they seek to make Lord Serenoa their puppet.
But we need Hyzante's aid to crush Aesfrost.
By the same token, we cannot resist Hyzante without Aesfrost's might. And once Aesfrost is laid low, Glenbrook will have served its purpose. What then would stop Hyzante from tightening their grip?
Just as they did with the Rosal. The injustice I saw at the source is not something I'll soon forget. If you require proof of Hyzante's true nature, you need only remember.
I know. This country is my home. Built by my father and the kings before him. Safeguarded by my sister and generations of my forebears. I will rebuild it. Restore its glory and its pride. We will not be treated as dogs at the end of a leash.
For now, we must look within. Only
Sorry if
after
you guys
that
can
work
hear
is
that. It's
done
very
should we
windy
look
out here
without.
today.
Oh, it's you.
May we speak for a moment?
Of course, brother. My apologies. I'm so happy you're alive. It's just... I believed you dead for so long.
I understand. But hiding from the world was the only way.
You needn't explain. I don't blame you in the least.
Thank you. About General Avlora.
Avlora... She was
a servant of Aesfrost. Our enemy.
I know.
And you know there was no room for mercy. Not if we wanted to win back Glenbrook. Not if I wanted to rescue you from Aesfrost's clutches. However, I thought you deserved to know. She did have parting words. She asked me to protect you in her stead.
Wasn't she there?
It seems she cared for you.
Did she show up at the end of
In her own
the
way.
bridge before Alvora fell off the bridge?
She did.
Or am I just
She was
silly in
harsh,
thinking
but
that happened?
always
'Cause I thought that
kind.
happened.
Our scouts are yet searching for her, but her wounds were grave. I fear when we find her, she will... Cordelia, what's wrong?
I'm fine. I simply need to rest.
Fine. I think not. I'll call a healer.
No. This whole time, I've refused to show even a moment of weakness. It seems my efforts have taken a toll.
You did well, sister. Now you may relinquish your burdens. I'm here, and I won't leave you again. But please, visit the infirmary. Some bed rest will surely set both of our minds at ease.
Thank you. I'm glad to see your trials haven't stripped you of your kindness. Welcome home, brother.
So, the Crown City has fallen. I see. And what of General Avlora?
She fell into the Norzelia River and has not been seen since.
And my siblings, Thalos and Erica?
Fucking dead,
They
as
died,
they deserve.
fighting bravely in battle. My condolences, Your Grace.
I understand. I have fewer pieces on the board than ever now.
Ooh, boy.
Pieces. Really is true what they say about him.
It seems I was wrong to think that Hyzante would remain idle. Or was my more grievous error to be taken in by the prince's false death? Regardless, I was a fool to show House Wolffort any mercy.
Your Grace, reports from the battlefield tell of an unknown weapon being brought to bear against our forces.
Oh? Continue.
They say it sank one of our ships in a blast of purple.
Our iron, our pride, torn
A
apart like
blast of
sheets of
purple.
parchment before a storm. We mustn't allow Hyzante to think they've won the upper hand. I intend to answer their weapon with one of my own.
Glory shall find you. Completed. Well, okay. I guess this probably could have been in the previous video, but oh well, it's fine. Are we on chapter 16 now? 15 now? I hope so.
After retaking Whiteholm Castle, Roland assumes the throne. Joy over the return of the line of Glenbrook sweeps the kingdom. Yet not everyone is quick to welcome Roland back with open arms. Life under Aesfrosti rule treated them well, and they suspect him to be naught but a figurehead of a puppet regime. Roland's absence, it seems, made room for discord among his subjects to flourish.
A banner's worth.
So that is what happened in my absence.
Yes. Gustadolf was a clever ruler.
Yep.
After the invasion,
He sure was.
Patriot and his royalists cozied up to Aesfrost in order to protect themselves. Gustadolf used them to his every advantage. He stripped them of their privileges and left them nothing but their governing responsibilities. I don't think Patriot much cared for that, but it did ensure everything continued smoothly, without interrupting the people's lives.
Now I understand why there was little unrest after the occupation began.
A clean, effective takeover by a well-seasoned commander.
But all the while, he was preparing to face the next conflict.
Wait, does he intend to march on Hyzante next?
I believe so. I wish I could be more specific. But the goddess's shield cannot protect the Holy State's capital from Aesfrost. Not anymore. He said it will all be over once the death snell is ready.
What is this death snell?
A new weapon born from the coupling of his frosty ironworking and explosive projectiles. Thalos claimed it is powerful enough to break through the goddess's shield.
To think Aesfrost is capable of creating such a monstrosity.
So much for their reign of peace. taking over Glenbrook was only the first move in a bigger gambit to seize the source.
I am disturbed to learn of Gustadolf's plan. But rebuilding our capital must take priority.
Very well. We should investigate the extent of the damage and discuss how best to proceed from there. House Wolffort will lend whatever aid you need.
Thank you, Serenoa. But since you are one of their Saintly Seven now, I'd ask you to keep an eye on Hyzante as well.
Cordelia?
She pregnant? What the fuck is going on with her?
A brief spell of dizziness.
I have been looking everywhere for you, Your Highness.
Patriot.
I do not recall giving you leave of the infirmary. Your injuries are still healing. Would you undo all the trouble I went through to get you the best of care?
Fuck you.
Pray
You're a piece of
return
shit.
to the infirmary at once.
It wouldn't do to push yourself, Cordelia. Rest now. Leave everything to me.
All right.
First of all, fuck that dude.
We got a pretty good understanding of the damage in the capital, my lord. It's a tad more than we were expecting.
I see. Then we must make haste with repairs. Let's report this to Hyzante and see what aid they can give us. Was there anything of note besides damage?
There ain't an easy way of putting this, but not everyone's exactly pleased to hear Prince Roland's returned. Aesfrost exempted Glenbrook's subjects from the salt tax. Likely a bid to get in everyone's good graces. And a damn good one at that. But more than that, the so-called freedom Gustadolf brought to the kingdom seems to have made a splash. He threw out the old ways and made it so anyone could better their lot in life depending on their ability, instead of their birthright.
Just as in Aesfrost.
Then the people must have looked quite favorably upon Gustadolf's rule.
I wager folks ain't too pleased to see us, since they figure it means things will go back to how they used to be.
Roland surmised as much. We must do something to show the people his is a return worth celebrating.
Anna, have you looked into the state of affairs in the castle?
Yes. The head of the Royalists, Minister Patriot, is extending his influence. He made quite the name for himself, even under Gustadolf. Though he seems eager enough to support King Roland, he was just as eager to serve the Archduke.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Can trust him.
Nope, never could.
Distinguished members of House Wolffort, how hard you are all working to rebuild our capital. What a delightful thing to see.
Minister, you do us a great honor visiting us out of all the many other responsibilities that must vie for your attention.
Yeah.
Come now, do not think
course.
yourself so insignificant. The entire kingdom owes you its thanks, myself included, of course. We are so grateful for House Wolffort's aid, even though you now serve a different master.
We are only doing what any of King Roland's loyal vassals would.
Speaking of the king, I'm afraid we've a bit of a problem. His Majesty seems to be entertaining thoughts of retaliating against Aesfrost. But the people have had their fill of war, and I'm sure you're already aware the people look upon the royal line with disfavor. I only beg you take every care going forward.
We haven't even been able to get to our canon yet. Like, this has all been just major cutscenes after
Even
cutscenes.
so, there is naught we can do but focus on rebuilding.
Indeed. Let us return to the king and apprise him of our progress.
I would walk the city with Sheila a bit longer and speak with the people.
As you wish. But this is not the capital you knew. Be careful, my love.
Here we go. Oh, and I get 2 more people. Okay. Just want to look around a little bit, and you know what? We'll go see who these are. Oh, you have a thing and you have a thing. Okay. I guess it's not 2 people. It's just continuations of their stories.
Lord Serenoa, may I speak with you?
About that noblewoman, yes? Eridor's told me what happened.
Forgive me. I know that I should have waited for your orders before acting. But I could not leave that woman to her devices. The longer the war goes on, the more the people suffer. I imagine their feelings toward their rulers must be souring. In spite of this, that woman tried to use your name to wrest their food away. Had we let her go free, people would have thought she was acting on your orders, and their mistrust of you would have only grown. I believed we had to show them that soldiers stand for justice, and acted. I accept whatever punishment you deem fit.
I'm actually so curious as to like what's gonna happen with these characters. Not what's gonna happen with these characters, but like I'm curious as to like what happens on New Game Plus. I'm pretty sure like I think you get to keep all the characters that you recruited, and your levels carry over into New Game Plus. But I'm curious about this story bit. Like, is there like a last thing? Do they each have like a 4 story type thing or something? I don't know.
There will be no punishment, for you have committed no wrong.
My lord.
Anna looked into her. It seems that woman's ill repute dates back to her days in Glenbrook. Likely, she thought to obfuscate her misdeeds in the Crown City by hiding within my troops. But she wasn't able to conceal her true self in the end. I suppose she thought to earn my favor with the stolen food. Unfortunately for her, she misjudged my principles.
Lord Serenoa.
Forgive me for my oversight in this matter. I shall take all necessary precautions to ensure nothing like it happens again.
So, you aren't upset with me for throwing a noblewoman in jail?
Had I been in your position, I would have done the very same. For her misdeeds in Glenbrook and the crime you caught her committing, I shall order her banished at once. She will never again be welcome in the Wolffort domain. Let it serve as a deterrent to any others who would prey upon the common people. It is rare that I meet someone so committed to holding those of high birth accountable for their actions.
Hell yeah, because they're all pieces of shit.
So. House Wolffort must be a house the people can trust.
Of course, my lord. You have my word. I knew I made the right choice. Unlike Patriat, Lord Serenoa is a man worth serving. Yes, I finally found where I am meant to be.
Alright, this definitely feels like this is the end of his quest thing.
Yes, I must serve my new lord as best I can.
Maybe it is, maybe it's not, I don't know. But, alright. And the former saint only has one regret left in his heart. Let's hear what that is, and then we will go to our encampment, see what all new stuff showed up. I think I can...
Who in their right mind sends an old man on a scouting mission? Oh, God,
I think I can...
I can't wait to retire. Of course,
promote one of my other classes, but I don't know.
Until the war is over.
What will you do once it is?
I can't say I have any plans in particular. But there is one regret I'd like to remedy. I'd like to find my first love. I still dream of her, even all these years later.
Huh.
She was the general of the Aesfrosti forces during the siege of the Citadel of the Sands. The turning point of the Saltiron War, that was. I never learned her name. We were enemies, yes, but it was clear from the battle we waged how much we admired one another. She caught a beautiful figure on the battlefield. Her every movement was majestic. More than anything, she was a fearsome warrior. Truly, there is none in the world like her. I wonder what might have been had we met in a tavern instead of as enemies.
What if it's that old lady that we recruit? Because she's an Aesfrostian general, isn't she? I believe she is. That'd be hilarious.
I see. I hope you can find her then.
As do I. As do I.
Well, looky here. Easy mark.
Let's get them before they wise up.
There.
He saw us?
Well, we're too far away. Inhumanly possible.
Monster!
How did you sense those bandits from such a distance?
Brats like that will never get the better of me. Until this war is
The
over,
staggered sight.
I can see you mean that.
Ah, that's it. I know what I'm going to do when we're done fighting. I'll travel the land till I find the Aesfrosti general who caught my eye. It's strange, but I sense her presence wherever I go. Might be she's closer than I think. If that's the case, I'd better do what I can to end this war, and fast. Time to work twice as hard for an early retirement.
Yeah. Yo, I love this dude. This dude's awesome. Let's check out the encampment. There we go, we're broke. About won't be such a bad way to go, but there's still something I'd like to do before the average death. We'll just have to keep waiting. Yeah. So I can get one of these, even though there's like 2 of them left there. Okay, I think all this stuff right here is needed to make some stuff, so... Switch out one group on. Alright, I already got that. See that one. I might as well just get them both. I mean, I do plan to do some grinding once I... Lion's Heart. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. So I need 7 of them, eh? Oh, he's now just back as Roland. Okay, who do I want to promote here? Promote Roland. Which doesn't have a bad thing. Yours is a little weird. Ugh. I think I might promote Anne. I mean, I do have 2 Valor, so... You know what, I'll do her. Because it's always good to have her being, you know, stronger and everything like that.
Effort is rewarded.
And Anne has a really good power set. But I should be able to also
I await your orders.
promote the one dude. I see Tomb. I thought I had him. with that skill, so that's why I was like, oh, so yeah, I'll just use Icy Tomb.
I'm not yet satisfied.
But nope, he did not have that. TP on ice, probably if he stands on ice, he'll get some bonus TP. Yeah, deal ice down type magic damage to all enemies standing on ice squares within range and it freezes the target squares. Shield of Ice. Grant an ally a barrier that prevents them from taking damage once and can counter an attack. Interesting. Okay. I wonder what's the point then of me getting, like, being able to get more of those medals, because it's not like I can... Because it's not like I can, I don't think any more of the other people I have with me are recruits. I think they're all just, I think all the people that join me are veterans, so it's like... Oh, damn, he has a lot of these. Okay, I don't think I need to buy... Okay. Let's not buy anything right now, but let's upgrade some weapons. I'll upgrade you up. Call the Iron probably wouldn't be a bad thing to get. Great if I can get that, but so I need some superior stone and superior iron. Oh, I don't even have you to your second one? Oh, damn, I should have done that a long ass time ago. And I got more. So, who did I want to... I wanted to give someone something, but I can't remember what it was. I think... I didn't have that one yet, so... quality iron. If I can get some quality iron. More quality stone, quality iron. Okay. Although I probably don't have enough money to buy it. Yeah, no. Alright, that's just have to be stuff I have to do later. Alright, Roland takes steps to rebuild the Crown City, but Patriot and the royalties have other ideas. Because they're assholes. That's why.
A coronation ceremony. Certainly there are more important matters to focus on right now.
A coronation is important to assuage the people's fears and restore their faith, besides which it is the royalists' most fervent wish. A kingdom is only truly as strong as people believe it to be, and right now the world believes Glenbrook weak. The ceremony will be a display to the contrary.
Is this truly the remedy our situation calls for? Right now, I imagine the people care only for where their next hot meal will come from.
Rest assured, sire, House Wolffort will see your subjects shan't go hungry. But trust me when I say nothing will hasten Glenbrook's return to her former glory so much as announcing the return of Regna's rightful heir. To win your subjects' hearts, you need do nothing but ascend to your position upon the throne.
You mean sit my royal backside on a fancy chair?
In a manner of speaking. A king's duty is first and foremost serving as his kingdom's symbol. You needn't trouble yourself with
Why haven't we killed this guy? Why didn't he die?
After all, you have only just been crowned.
There will be no ceremony. The people will tell us what they need, and you will listen to them, Patriot. That is my command.
As you wish, King Roland.
How fare things, Suette? Have the relief supplies been given to those who need it?
Well, we had received a sizable shipment of goods from Hyzante, but there are complaints. It seems very few of those goods have made it into the hands of the people.
And why is that?
We aren't certain, though apparently Patriot and the Royalists involve themselves with the distribution.
Damn those Royalists! They cannot be left to their own devices.
Frederica hears the voice of the people as she walks the city streets.
There are more who accepted Aesfrost's rule than I imagined.
Glenbrook's history is long. Yet, that is why hierarchy and precedent hold sway. This is a stubborn land, my lady, not given to easy change. Though Archduke Gustadolf, acting in the name of freedom, granted privilege after privilege to the powerful. For people used to Glenbrook's rigid customs, I suppose that sort of change must have been too seductive to resist.
Perhaps, but his freedom was not but greed and cruelty.
Lady Frederica, I've been searching everywhere for you.
A Wolffort messenger. Did you run all this way? What's happened?
My lady, I hail from Castle Wolffort, bearing tidings of Lord Simo.
Has he awakened?
He has. He is in high spirits and recovering well.
Hey!
He is most pleased to hear of the capital's recapture. He bids you visit Castle Wolffort so he can honor you himself.
Oh, I must bring these glad tidings to Serenoa at once. How long it has been since I've seen him smile.
There is one more bit of news I have for you, my lady, but it is not so happy.
Is there some sort of trouble in the Wolffort domain?
Bandits are laying waste to the Rosellan village. To our shame, Castle Wolffort does not have enough soldiers to stop this. We would beg Lord Serenoa's wisdom in this matter.
The enemy must be powerful indeed. We cannot leave the Rosellan village defenseless.
Let us inform the others. Messenger, with us.
Well, well. Things are about to get interesting.
Interesting in what way? I don't know. Scales of convictions. Okay. Guess we shall... Oh, and there's a scene. I don't know if I looked around to see if there was something here. Shit. Should have paid attention. Oh well, not a big deal. Sure, it's not like I lost too much of importance.
House Wolffort and Minister Exham's forces have reclaimed the Crown City.
Oh, right. I got hit the
and not only that,
auto button.
They have dealt a heavy blow to the Aesfrosti forces in killing Thalys and other commanding officers.
We couldn't have hoped for a better outcome.
Oh, to see Gustadolf's face when he hears the news. Now he'll have no choice but to come crawling to us on hands and knees, begging for salt. Though, this could be our chance to crush the duchy once and for all.
Just because they're licking their wounds does not make them easy prey. They still have their iron, after all.
Ha! Iron? We can get iron. All we need do is make Glenbrook hand over the Grand Norzelian mines to us. A paltry price to pay for our bountiful aid in their restoration of the Crown City.
The Grand Norzelian mines. The spark that lit the flame of Aesfrost's aggression.
But why go through the trouble to seize an iron source when they have all the iron they could ever need?
Because it's not iron, it's
Should have
salt
Milo
there,
look into the
bitch.
matter.
Minister Edor?
Well, regardless, we control the salt. I say we bide our time until Aesfrost admits they are defeated. Besides, Glenbrook seeks our aid in their reconstruction efforts, do they not?
Yes. King Roland and Minister Serenoa have both asked for help, and sent reports detailing the extent of the damage to the Crown City.
Send forth a veritable bounty. To Minister Serenoa of the Saintly Seven, that is.
Ah, yes. A show of the goddess's grace to the people, and as a wedge to drive between him and the king.
Aesfrost, Glenbrook. They will both be ours before long.
Yeah, I'm going to do everything against these guys because, fuck them. Fucking pieces of shit. Alright. Paths before House Wolffort diverge, meaning they will have to go separate ways for the first time. Which way will Serenoa take?
Thank you all for helping to determine the extent of the damage to the capital. This information will be invaluable as we proceed with reconstruction. There is also happy word from Castle Wolffort. My Lord Father is awake. They say he is recovering apace and is already up and walking.
Those are glad tidings indeed.
He says he would like to see us and hear of all that has passed while he was taken ill.
Then what are we waiting for? I'll saddle the horses.
Would that we could depart at once, but the messenger brought another piece of news.
Bandits plague the outskirts of the Rosellan village.
Jerome and his folk are there. They can handle a few mangy thieves, surely.
Not according to the messenger. The bandits are proving a formidable foe.
Which is why they have asked us for aid.
Apologies for my tardiness. It's sudden, I know, but I must ask you a favor.
What is it?
I suspect Patriot and his royalists of filching relief supplies.
We've no proof it's them, but the fact remains. The people in most need of those goods are not receiving them.
The matter warrants investigating at the very least, and I would ask for Wolffort's assistance.
I see. Well, we were just discussing what we ought to do next. Allow me to explain the 3 courses of action before us. 1. Return to Castle Wolffort as my Lord Father requests. 2. Defend the Rosellan village from bandits. Or 3. Remain in the capital to investigate the royalists.
Lord Simon has recovered. What splendid news. If I could only go to him myself and thank him for all House Wolffort has done. But I cannot leave the capital in the throes of a possible scandal. Too many hold the royal family in contempt as it is.
Yeah.
That may be the case, but now that Lord Simon has awoken, someone must make sure he is healthy and apprise him of recent events. I would go to Castle Wolffort, Lord Serenoa, if it pleases you.
My heart breaks for the Rosellan village. Let me go to its defense, even if I must go alone.
I cannot allow that. It's far too dangerous a task for one person.
Well, I would have the Wolffort soldiers with me, of course. Besides, do you recall our first meeting?
Of course I do. You were being assailed by rogues at the port.
If you hadn't been there, who knows what would have become of me. But I
Right.
am not as weak now as I was then. I am stronger, enough that I shall bring no dishonor to House Wolffort's name.
You are stronger.
My lord,
You're like,
have faith in me.
damn, you took down your
Let me
half
do this.
brother. So, yeah.
Very well.
It seems best that Benedict, Frederica, and I each attend to these pressing matters, separately.
Indeed, but the rest of us cannot be in 3 places at once. We can only choose one path to take. Bring the scales of conviction.
I mean, I'm going to say this right out. Literally. So, okay. I cannot help but feel restless. We reclaim the crown city and have already begun restoration efforts. There should be no question as to what needs to be done here. And yet something has me unsettled. So, yeah, Benedict can easily go on his own. Roland and Hewitt can definitely figure out their own things on their own too, I'm sure. Travel to the Roselian village for the bandits. I'm 100% certain that is exactly where I want to go. Is to there. Oh, there's something sparkling up there too. So I'm definitely gonna go to the Roselian village. But here's a little thing. So depending on where you go, you get a party member. But here's the shitty thing about this. Is the Roselian village. This could happen for two ways. One, if the Roselles are there, you get someone. But if the Roselles aren't there, you get someone entirely more different. I must admit, I'm deeply fascinated by you, Lord Serenoa. A lord turned saint who won back his kingdom from Aesfrost's clutches and saw the prince back to his throne. I can only wonder how your people will welcome such a hero home. Pray allow me to accompany you, my lord. If I go to Wolffort, I suppose Mila will be coming with me. So yeah, no, it's So yeah, this is what really sucks. And the thing that really sucks the most is that you can't recruit everyone in one single file, which I totally get that. But I think this is the last thing that, like, this is the last decision. Like, you guys remember in the first time we had the scales of conviction, it was like, it was either go to Hyzante or, Aesfrost. And depending on where we go, we got someone different. We got a party member. So, of course, you go to Aesfrost, you'd get someone entirely different than the one that you got when you went to Hyzante. So, yeah, and it sucks because like I said, you literally have to, you have to play this game 4 times if you want to get all the endings on like one file. But here's the other thing, is you have to play like I guess, yeah, if you play 4 times, then you can do this decision as well, like 4 separate times. So, for like the true route and such. So, but oh well. It just really sucks. That's like, so if you either surrender the Roselles or you defend the Rosellas, you get someone entirely different if you pick Frederica's side for this, which is stupid, but whatever. I heard some bandits were spotted on the outskirts of the Roselian village. Rumor has it they're led by some father and daughter duo. What were their names again? Father and daughter. That sounds like Travis and Trish. But what could they be after? So there you go. Lord Serenoa, I have heard great things about you. You were appointed one of the Saintly Seven, even demonstrate your powers as a lord of a high house in battle. How should we royalists address you from now on? So there you go. If the Roselles are there, you get Trish. If the Roselles aren't there, you get Travis. You don't get both of them, which I think is stupid. You should get both of them regardless. To think that King Roland was alive in all this time. Your house has my utmost respect for all of them. Reclaim the capital. My allegiance to the royal family shall not waver, not now or ever. We were downright cowards under Aesfrost's rule. But hearing stories of House Wolffort's courage in reclaiming the capital has inspired us to do better. I'm just quite curious, like, what would you do? Or what would the people who were undecided do if you just decided, like, oh, I don't care. Like, I'm not swaying anyone. Would they just always pick someone randomly, or would they always pick the one that they would pick? Like, say, for example, in this one right here. If I did not try to persuade anyone, would Anne always go to Wolffort and would say, I can hardly remember half of these guys' names. And with the shield dude, would he want to go to Rosella village? Or would they always be flip-flopped either way? Our soul reserves are running low. We must restore trade with Hyzante as soon as possible. As one of the Stately Seven, isn't there anything you can do? You needn't worry too much. The consortium and merchants are already on the move. Let's give them some time. If we've rushed into negotiations, we may be taken advantage of. It is in our best interest to wait for the opportune moment. We must have King Roland's permission before we act. In the meantime, we can share a portion of Wolffort's stores with the Crown City. Aye, negotiations ought to be done with a level head. After all, our reserves won't last forever, but we'll hold on long enough. I would think stores of salt nearly deplete after the trade stop. We already had some stocked up for emergencies, but the Aesfrostian army brought a whole bunch more. So the duchy had salt to spare. I suppose that really means they were preparing for war for some time. You have put my mind at ease, Lord Wolffort. I cannot thank you enough. We royalists, along with Minister Patriot himself, are helping to rebuild the capital. Yeah, bullshit. Fuck you. We must reserve all the changes that Aesfrost has wrought and see the city crowned back to its former glory. I know that there are many problems facing the kingdom now, but us royalists are more than happy to take care of everything. Let's serve King Roland together. Please see to domestic affairs and ensure the people that everything will be okay. It's true that royalists tried to win the Archduke's favor in order to protect themselves. If you want our trust, tell us everything you learn about Aesfrost under their rule. Fuck you. I wish I could, my lord, but Archduke Gustav had us doing only the most minimal of tasks. There isn't anything I can tell you. I should have suspected as much. There's no way Gustav would tell anything to those he couldn't trust. I do remember one thing, though. Mr. Patriot said that Lady Erica always wanted fresh fruit and wine brought to her room. I see. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your non-help, you dumb bitch. God, I hate that. I hate all those royalists. They can all suck a dick. All right. I'm gonna make a save down here because like this one doesn't. So yeah, at this one, this is like our first Scales of Conviction where we went to Aesfrost and or Hyzante. That's where you could get someone else too. So. Alright, I gotta try to. No.
Lord Serenoa.
We finally managed to rout the Aesfrosti forces from the capital. But it seems our busy days are not over yet. Now we must decide which issue requires our attention most. Listen to reason. Listen to reason may take effort, but they can be swayed. Why? So to me, this seems like if I didn't try to convince her, she would pick either the first one or the second one. So it's this one that I'm trying to get. You would have us accompany Lady Frederica, my lord. Here's what the band secret was on the village. They would not go there without purpose. Well, this village, far though it may be, still falls within Wolffort, and I cannot turn blind eye to anyone who seeks to disrupt our destiny. Yeah. Of course, it's your duty as lord to think about such things.
Even so.
But our opponent would not be another nation's army, but simply bandits. Cannot help but wonder if that is truly a priority right now.
I need time.
Having bandits in our domains is certainly a problem that concerns House Wolffort, and yet. Well, damn, I don't think that really helped. The crown state's finally back in Glenbrook's hands, but our work's far from over.
Lad.
Where do you think we should go from here, lad? So you want to accompany Lady Frederica to the Rosellan village, eh? It's really that important right now, lad. I'm curious as to what bands would hope to find in Rosellan village. They must have some gold to travel this far. Father promised that no harm falls to the village, so I must do what I can to see that fulfilled.
You're onto something.
It's pretty strange now that you mention it. I doubt there's anything of interest there, if you're an average bandit. Do you think it's possible they heard about the key that'll free the Roselle? If they did, there's a chance they think it'll fetch a pretty price. In any case, I'm worried about Jerome and the others. If it is the path we chose, we'd best make haste to that village. Thanks for that, lad. You might be right about the Rosellan village. I feel like I got him. And I feel like we're good. I don't need to try to persuade anyone else. You can't persuade Benedict, so... Yeah, I don't think you can persuade Benedict, Roland, or Frederica in these things.
We have 3 options before us. Return to the Wolffort domain, depart to the Rosellan village, or stay in the capital. Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
And as long as I got Endor to go with me, then that's fine.
My apologies.
My apologies, Lord Serenoa, but I believe we belong here for now. Okay, so she wants to stay. So she goes to the capital regardless?
You won me over.
Got no good reason to disagree with you, lad. You have my vote. Okay, so what's gonna happen? We have two of them have 3.
The scales of
or two of them's gonna have 3. What's gonna happen?
Chosen.
Oh, I guess she went with Glenbrook. Okay. Never mind then. We're good.
The way forward is decided. We march to the Rosellan village and drive the bandits from the surrounding woods.
Actually, that does have me that actually has me curious now as to what would happen if there was a tie. That has me curious now.
I shall accompany Frederica to defend the Rosellan village. I know not what the bandits are after, but I cannot allow them to run rampant over the land.
Thank you, Serenoa. I am heartened to have you by my side.
Very well. Fulfill your duty to your domain. I shall see to things in the capital.
Then I shall venture to the Wolffort domain and make our report to Lord Simon in your stead.
And this is farewell for now. King Roland, Benedict, until our reunion in the capital.
So Roland and Benedict will not be a part of a... Yeah, Roland and Benedict left the party, okay. So no matter who you go with, you're going to leave at least 2 of them, so... That's worth... Oh, no. No. Well, you know what? I will save my game. And I will... Wait, shit. Okay, I guess I did save down there. What part? What was that? Was it Glory Shall Find You? Yeah, I think that's what it was, so we'll save here. No, we'll save on this one. Okay, that's going to do it for this part, guys. In the next part, we shall see what our next thing's going to be about. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give that like button a click. And comment down below what you like about the video, what you didn't like about the video. And let me know, guys, what you think about this picking of the decisions. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just reload that save that I just, not the one that I just made, but I'm going to reload this one, and I'm going to grind in the encampment, and then I'm going to make my decision again. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So yeah. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. As we got the main channel too, that's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, RG KimKid Twitter, are in there too. Thank you all so much for watching once again, and I will see you all next time.